I say mine, they've decided to live here, would come down and demonstrate what we're talking about. Well, we can't because they're not. So we'll give them a few minutes. Meanwhile, the mealworms. Not terribly lively because it's very cold, of course, now, so mealworms tend to be at their jumpiest when, well, not literally jumpy, but when it's warm. They are. Ooh, it's slow motion. It's so cool to be a mealworm. I'd rather be eaten. That's exactly what you're going to be. So there's going to be a few in there. That's rather good. Ancient, but worth hanging on to. Birds, free bird seeds, good, eh? And it's on the window feeder, and believe me, they do come onto that window feeder. Not while I'm out here usually, but in the middle I go inside. And where's he gone? There you are. Another window feeder falling apart. Must get a new one someday. Doesn't really matter. And actually. Rustle. So not magic, we're not all going to come racing down just because I'm putting the stuff, but they'll notice. Oh, that's a good one because this will stop the really big, but well, I say it'll stop. I've had magpies and jays have learnt to fly up. When they first started doing it, they fall off, but now they sort of come up like that and like that and then fall off, just flatter. And look at this. Waxwing food knocked on the floor. Worth a go. It's not happening, is it? No, I'm going to put that there anyway because it looks pretty. It's everybody as pathetic. No, of course they're not. I don't say as pathetic as I am about actually placing things like that just because I think it looks nice. Why do I do it? That phrase, get a life, springs to mind. And this is a bit of an experiment because we're going to go over here. Mind the pond. Okay. No pond. No. He's all right, Isabella. Don't worry, he's safe. And then you're at the pond that's frozen. So I did that bit in Swedish so you'd understand. Sorry. Oh, this is working. This I only put up 2 days ago. Birds do tend to take a few days to get used to a feeder, sometimes longer, and people get discouraged, but just stick it out for a while. So, and the reason is that I've got that, this is keep out the big birds, definitely, and the little ones will go in there and grab the mealworms quite safely. And frightful noise, by the way, is a parakeet, which you might see in a few moments. But where was I? Yes, this very morning, a few hours ago, the first great tit went. It was quite funny actually, because he went in the hole this side. I'm going to move that leaf so you can see it easier, because he couldn't find the hole. He then finally went in there, grabbed himself a couple of mealworms, and then he couldn't find his way out. He was looking around, where am I? And then he finally came out this way. So that's working, and that's going to be good, because look how close that is to. If this were proper television, we'd have a cutaway now, because the cameraman would stay here for several hours, but I'm not going to risk that with Simon, because he'll just fall in the pond, and he'll be very cold, freeze up, and no, we can't afford to do that, to stay here, so you've got to imagine the great tit going in and coming out. You've got to imagine the parakeet flying over, although you never know. Right.